This is the Whispering Voice, and I hope you're all happy and well. This is just a general whisper in the hopes it will lead you to some sort of peace and tranquility. Now I'm recording this not in my usual room, so there is all sorts of sounds, clocks ticking, cats scratching, eating, all sorts of things. But I hope you find it relaxing to listen to. And this should be, if it works right, to your left ear. And then we go over to the centre. Then we come over to the right, on your right side. And of course, it's always better if you're listening with earphones. It's truly becoming, well, we're in autumn, and it's certainly showing outside. All the leaves are coming off the trees, and it won't be long before probably we're into the depths of winter, but it could be quite a mild winter this year. You never know. But it's certainly going colder, and it's been a dark day today, but only visually, not mentally. I personally love autumn, or fall as it's also known. The colours, the cold, and just how nature changes, as if it's getting its winter coat on, if you like, preparing itself for the depths of winter, and of course Christmas. And if you hadn't noticed, this is hopefully a binaural whisper. So I'm hoping it works out okay for you. I will be heading out soon to do another woods video, walking video, cooking video. I have another recipe which I want to cook, but this time the recipe I wish to do will be cooking the ingredients from their raw state, if you know what I mean. And it's a good cold weather meal, good hearty meal. And I've not cooked this recipe in the woods on camera before, so when I do it, I hope you enjoy it. The sounds, I think, are wonderful as the leaves crunch under your feet, the snap of twigs, the variety of colours, beautiful orange, red and yellows, as they turn ready for winter. And in fact, it's as if they give you one last colour show before they dispose of the leaves which they don't need. It's just nature's way of getting rid of any unwanted energy, sapping sources, if you like. It's leaves take up energy So they just have to keep the tree going. Ready, of course, for the spring, when new life begins again. Beautiful, isn't it? Someone noted on one of my videos that they like the fact that although there's so many people within the Whisper, or now as it's known as the ASMR community, they like the fact that I just continue to do plain whispering videos without. I do the odd sort of different video if I can, but they like the fact it's still this sort of thing. Of course, the difference with this type of video that it's a binaural, 3D binaural video, so I'm in your left ear at the moment. And then of course we come over to the right, speaking ever so cleverly into the microphone. But of course there's nothing clever about that. But these things hopefully help you relax after a hard day of work, education, or whatever you've been doing. Household chores, looking after children, looking after animals. And it all takes its toll on the body. But it's just nice to sit there and not particularly take any notice of what I'm saying maybe, but just listening to the sounds. And every now and again they drift over to the left, and then over to the centre, and then we make our way over to the right, if this works out properly, which I hope it does. And I thought it had stopped recording then, but all the lights are still on. Red lights, that's good. Yeah, so we're into autumn, and the end of this month will be Halloween, which is celebrated. When I was a child, you get the violin out now, but our Halloween costume was it was a pumpkin, obviously carved out, with a candle put inside, and then we had a black, what we call a bin bag, or refuge sack, a black plastic bag, and you just cut a hole for your head and 2 holes for your arms, and that was it. But everybody did the same thing then, because there wasn't the variety of costumes there are now. There was costumes, but they cost a lot of money, which we didn't have, obviously. But today it's marvellous to see some of the children going around, and their mothers and things have done them up with makeup, especially the girls, made up to look like witches, and absolutely beautiful makeup, how they do it, so realistic. And they come trick or treating. So I always get some goodies in, just in case the door goes during the evening. I don't get many though. I expect it's a bit out of the way, but as long as they enjoy it and have a wonderful evening, and their parents are all shattered at the bells around different houses in the hope that they get a treat, of course. Trick or treat. It's coming up to Christmas. I always enjoy Christmas. It's seeing the house lit up, different coloured lights maybe, and I especially like when I go out looking at other people's houses, different colours, and on a cold dark evening. It's a wonderful sight. Now you'll have to excuse, there's a fly decided to come in this room and fly around, so you may be able to hear a buzzing sound. So I'm sorry about that, but hopefully it may add to the sounds relaxation maybe. But as I say, there's no airs and graces within this whisper. It's just going to be as it is. I think sometimes them are quite nice now and again. You can certainly hear that fly. He'll be tired, or she will be tired as well in a minute. Such tiny things, but they can move so fast. I must admit, a lot of people try to swat them, but I always try to get them outside and let them live on. It just wants to be within this whisper, really. So I was thinking today, I don't obviously have to buy many presents at Christmas, but I may buy the presents in November, which I usually do, and then wrap them and they're ready, because the shops and things become very, very busy, and sometimes if you leave it even online on the internet, sometimes things can run out early and you can be quite disappointed. So I think the earlier the better, really. And of course, with the delivering things, when you post them, the earlier the better, because it's a busy time for all the delivery people at Christmas, and I suppose it's better for them if they receive it earlier. But I'm trying the cats out at the moment with some new food. I've sort of shied away from the wet food, and this is sort of a dry food, but it's a mixture of dried food. It sounds horrible, doesn't it? But they do seem to enjoy it quite a lot, really. It's a savoury lamb, chicken and turkey or something, and it seems to be going down a treat. The reason I'm doing that is just sometimes Thomas, or the black and white cat, he doesn't like certain foods. He gets an upset stomach. So I've noticed when I give him the dry food, he seems to enjoy it more and doesn't get this information. But I always think when I record in a very basic and very sort of primitive style compared to a lot of people these days. When I do a binaural from left, like this, to the left, and then over to the right, I always think of SoundSculptures, and she does videos on exactly that, sounds, and they can range from unpackaging sounds. Her latest video is the Rubik's Cube, and what a wonderful artist she is. Every video you watch, you have to say from start to finish the clarity of the picture, the way the video is filmed, edited and recorded. It's absolutely perfect, the sound, everything, and it's done to a fine detail, and I've very much enjoy her videos. If you haven't heard of her, which I doubt, it's SoundSculptures. She's on my channel. Her channel is featured on my channel, and there's the fridge. She's very much worth taking a look at. Just mesmerizing. Very, very good at what she does. So thank you, SoundSculptures. Yes, so as I say, it's just a ramble video really about nothing, but as I keep saying, these sounds, I hope you enjoy just the sounds, and going from left to right and back and to, and hopefully if this all works out well, it should be in the left ear now. There we are. I'm still here. And over to the right as well. Just here. There we go. So, I'm glad I said this is a general as it is video, because there's clocks ticking, flies flying, fridges fridging. But anyway, as long as you can have a few minutes to yourself, and if it doesn't make you go to sleep, then hopefully it'll just sort of chill you out, make you relaxed and feel a bit better. And it's Friday today, so hopefully you're off tomorrow and Sunday. A lot of people are not off, but hopefully you are, and you can relax. But if you're not, thank you so much, because you're obviously providing a service to the people where you live in one form or another. And hopefully when you've finished work or whatever, you can relax, just take your time. I've just fed the birds, and it's their second. The feeders have been filled the second time today, so that tells me it is getting colder, because they do eat more, and in fact they start to queue up. When I take the feeders off where I put them, they all start chirping away as if they're shouting to each other, "He's filling them up." straight on them, feeding away. And I've noticed there's a little field mouse comes at night and feeds off what's been dropped on the floor, and the birds do it as well, but I like the thought of this little mouse coming every night. It's, little ears, well, quite big ears for its body, and there's a lot of bats fly around here as well, and I can hear their sonar going, and sometimes they just miss my head. Lovely little things. But, anyway, I'm babbling on here, waffling and talking nonsense. So I hope this has been of some enjoyment in its rare format. I'm sorry about that, but I just thought I'd see what you thought of it, and I hope you enjoy it. Especially the sounds going from left to right, like this. So once again, thank you so much for being there, and thank you for listening.